And soon, darkness fell.
Ugh.
A police escort would take them 184 miles to the border town of San Sebastian, where they'd cross over into Chile. And since the protesters' demands had been met, the crew hoped they were out of danger. But a short while later, they realised they were not alone.
Bikes behind the star cars. Bikes behind the star cars.
On the only road in the middle of nowhere with no phone signal, the crew were being hounded.
They're going to be aggressive.
Then, just outside the town of Tolwyn, the police told the convoy to pull over and prepare for an attack.
So someone already did that already. Someone already did a 98th anniversary of the Drive movie. Wow. But Tyler, you did it first. Right, but my videos were made a week or two. Tyler, you remember you've been looking for this for weekdays and no one had put a video up yet. You're the only person that ever put a video up, remember? Yeah, because yours is coming out on June 6th. Oh, that's right. So technically, I'm already did my video already, Tyler. I think I'm tired. You already did your salute already. Oh, that's right. Everybody's cheating you, copying you right now.
As they drove into town, a large mob was waiting.
The people on the left, not the people on the left.
And they were organised.
And there's a truck slowing us down too.
The truck blocking the right-hand lane.
It's too slow, that's a deliberate truck just put there.
They're coming out.
The first couple of hits were from X.
Dang.
Then, the rock started.
Bang. Eggs and stones. For it! For it! For it! For it! For it! Run him over! Footage from YouTube.
Go left, go left, keep going, now floor it to the right now, floor it to the right. Keep going. No, left.
Police can't do. Police are doing what they can do.
Out of town, the crew, two of whom had been hurt, pulled over to repair the multitude of smashed windows.
Alright, let's have to help down on this one now.
And because they were a magnet for trouble, they had to abandon the Porsche, Ford, and Lotus. Back on the move, they were now heading for the much larger town of Rio Grande, where they were told a mob in some 300 cars was waiting.
Is there another way? Yeah, can we get the phone to an embassy? Negative. We've not got any signal or something, we're still trying.
Fearing for their lives, the crew abandoned the road and headed cross-country towards the river border we'd used earlier.
But they went straight through. Right, the border is totally closed. We know that. There's a metal bar across the road on the Argentinian side, and we realised we will be crossing it illegally. There's a metal gate on the other side, both of which we can cut to go through.
With the police escort hanging back to make sure the attackers hadn't spotted the ruse, the convoy made it to the river, where a few hours later daylight revealed the viciousness of the attack.
Wow, the windshield smashed. Safety glass.
This time there were no diggers or trucks to help ford the river. But after many hours of struggle, our team made it across.
Wow, 4 vehicles.
Welcoming arms of Chile.
We're happy to see you.
Okay, almost done doing what I'm doing here. Then I'm gonna upload some videos to YouTube, and that's it.
If you want to join a community, all connected by the same calling, you belong at Chamberlain University.
So I'm gonna upload some videos to YouTube on the secondary channel. Let's see.
So
Absolutely.
we bought the cars, and
Here in the UK.
yes, bought them in the UK, and all this COD arithmetic about the chances of having that.
What is it you found out, Rich?
The chances of coincidentally buying a car with that registration to take to Argentina, 13 million to 1.
You see,
13
I would
million to
argue
1.
That is nonsense, because that is true of any number plate you choose, because they are all unique. That is the point of a number plate.
But this one was
And
particularly unique, though.
yeah, but it's actually meaningless. If you look at it, you have to want to see the meaning, and I would actually argue. Now you have to remember, all the cars that we chose are extremely rare.
Yeah.
Jeremy wanted a 928 GT. His car is very keen on, and has been for a long time, but he wanted the manual, which is a very rare car in Britain in right-hand drive. Now we found 2 for sale. One of them was considerably better than the other one, which is the one we bought. So in actual fact, because they all wear the registration numbers they've had from new, and there's nothing you can really do about that, the chances of buying that car were actually 1 in 2.
So the car then you got with the number plate that's kicked everything off.
Yes.
And the upset from Argentinians, and then the media's been on it, right? That came with the car.
Yes.
But surely because of the meticulous planning that goes into it, someone would have gone, oh crikey, this is a bit odd. That says that, and we're going to be driving through. I know you're going out to Patagonia, but
Yes, okay. We weren't making a program about Argentina specifically. We were making a program about Patagonia, which is Argentina and Chile.
yeah.
We were definitely not going to talk about the Falklands War. The only thing we did acknowledge that we would end up in Ushuaia, where there is a certain amount of resentment towards the British, because that's where the Belgrano sailed from. So, but we weren't going to mention that. I mean, we do muck about, but we're not going there to mock people about their war casualties or anything like that. Now, the issue with the number plate, we didn't spot. I mean, I didn't spot it, and I do crosswords, word games, number games,
Because
and all the
as
rest of
men,
it.
you often look at number plates and you try and make letters from them, don't you? And surely someone on that crew must have gone, crikey, we've got to be really careful, we've got to get rid of this number plate. It says...
But it doesn't say anything.
But it can't, you don't have to stretch that far to make a connection.
And the year as well.
And the year as well, 82.
No, it says 982. It doesn't say 1982.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying that because it's been pointed out.
Yeah.
That's called curved thinking or whatever it is. But I didn't notice it. Neither did anybody else. You have to remember, we weren't thinking about the Falklands War. We were going to do an epic, long, very difficult drive to celebrate V8 cars.
Yeah. A lot of people then thought it was a publicity stunt that had gone wrong.
Publicity done by us?
Yeah.
No. No, of course not. Why would we do that?
Because that was the number one thing people thought, like, crikey, this is something where they're trying to drum up publicity for the show, and it's just gone wrong, and now they're trying to get ahead of the message and manage it.
But that would presuppose that we were able to choose the
Yeah.
number plate for the car, which we obviously couldn't do. We
Yeah.
had a tiny number of cars to choose from. We didn't think about the number plates, and even if we had thought about them, the idea that we could then have the luxury of selecting one
Yeah.
is preposterous. We can prove unequivocally, and in fact you can look at it yourself, they're all wearing the numbers that they wore from new, and there's actually, you can't really interfere with that unless you go through the process of re-registering the car, which is a bit more complicated. But why would we, but seriously, we wouldn't go and drag up a war, especially one in living memory, and make a mockery of the casualties. Our side all there, it was all completely tragic. We wouldn't do that. We would. I'm quite happy to laugh at Argentina's obsession with ham and cheese, but not, delicate bits of their history. We just wouldn't do that. Until now, we haven't really spoken about the details of the number plate thing, because I always thought it was fairly obvious that we couldn't have fudged that, and we couldn't have faked it. Let's say for a moment, I don't trust any of my colleagues on Top Gear. I put myself in the position of a journalist now.
Yeah.
I don't trust them. I don't believe them.
Okay.